Have you ever felt like the universe answered what you were thinking? As if a simple idea in your mind suddenly transformed into a sign, an event, or even a coincidence too impossible to ignore. Maybe it wasn't a coincidence. Maybe it was the quantum field saying, "I heard you." The truth is, every thought emits a frequency, and that frequency connects to an invisible field that shapes the reality around you. But what almost no one realizes is that this process isn't random. It's precise, mathematical, vibrational, and when you understand how this connection works, you begin to see that every synchronicity is a response to what you vibrate, not just what you desire. They don't want you to know this, because when a mind awakens to the power of its own vibration, it becomes free. Free to manifest, free to create, free to live with purpose and clarity. And in this video, you're going to discover the hidden code that links what you think to what the universe manifests. The quantum bridge between thought and synchronicity. So take a deep breath, open your mind, and let every word raise your frequency. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the universe never stopped responding and how to align your vibration so it starts speaking directly to you. If you feel this is the kind of knowledge your soul was searching for, subscribe now, because today the awakening begins. There are moments when life seems to whisper back. A song plays at just the right time. A number repeats endlessly. Someone says exactly what you were thinking, and for a second, everything feels connected. It's as if the universe is breathing along with your thoughts, responding in subtle ways but precise. Many call it coincidence, but deep down, they know something much bigger is happening. These moments are portals. Every synchronicity is a spark that awakens dormant consciousness, reminding us that nothing is by chance. The mind tries to rationalize, but the heart recognizes. There's a vibrational intelligence guiding events. When your inner frequency rises, the answers come faster, clearer, and reality seems to bend to intention. This is how the universe speaks to those who are ready to listen. It doesn't use words, but signs. It doesn't send direct messages, but creates invisible bridges between what you think and what happens. The more someone aligns with their own energy, the more these bridges become evident. It's a silent dialogue between consciousness and creation. But what are these synchronicities really? Are they messages from something external, or reflections of the vibrational field that each mind emits? This is the question that begins to open the door to the next mystery. Synchronicities aren't simple coincidences. They're reflections of harmony between mind and universe. When someone vibrates at a certain frequency, they attract experiences that resonate with that inner state. A thought transforms into an event. An emotion manifests into form. What we call chance is actually the exact response to the vibration emitted. Nothing escapes this energetic dance. Most people live disconnected from this subtle field, believing everything is random. But the universe doesn't roll dice. It moves in patterns of coherence, and every thought is a note within this cosmic melody. When someone tunes in with clarity, they begin to notice that everything around them is in constant dialogue with their state of consciousness. Imagine the universe is a quantum mirror. It reflects not what you want, but what you are. If the mind vibrates fear, signs of scarcity appear. If it vibrates love, opportunities emerge. Every synchronicity is a reminder that external reality is just an extension of internal vibration. The true law of attraction is silent but relentless. And yet something deeper hides behind these manifestations. What makes a simple thought travel through the quantum field and shape real circumstances? This is the question that leads us to the next point. Every thought is a form of energy, invisible but real. It vibrates, expands, and travels through the quantum field that connects everything that exists. Each idea emitted creates a small ripple in this energetic ocean, and these waves interact with other similar frequencies. This is how reality begins to reorganize around the dominant vibration of an awakened mind. Quantum physics has already proven that the observer influences the outcome of the experiment. The simple act of observing changes the behavior of matter. In the same way, human consciousness, when focused on something, collapses infinite possibilities into a single manifested reality. It's not magic, it's vibrational coherence in action. When a person thinks repeatedly with emotion, they're programming the field. Emotion is the fuel that transforms an ordinary thought into a powerful signal capable of shaping experiences. Thoughts without emotion dissipate in the wind. But thoughts charged with feeling create magnetism, and the universe responds to the strength of that signal. That's why the secret was never just think positive. True transformation occurs when mind and emotion enter perfect resonance. And it's at this point that conflict begins, the moment when what you think isn't the same as what you vibrate. Many believe they're attracting what they desire, but they're actually vibrating what they fear. It's the vibrational paradox that traps thousands of people in repetitive cycles. The mind says, "I want prosperity," but the heart whispers, "What if I lose everything?" And it's this second frequency, the one of fear, that the universe hears first, because it responds to the most intense vibration, not the words spoken. When there's internal conflict, energy divides. Part of you wants to move forward, while another part doubts. This division creates noise in the field, and the universe responds with confusing signals, half results, or synchronicities that seem to mock your desires. It's not punishment. It's just the exact reflection of a fragmented vibrational state. The first step to change this is recognizing the dominant emotion behind each thought. The law of attraction doesn't respond to mental requests, but to emotional frequencies. It's vibration that commands, not logic. That's why whoever seeks abundance needs to feel abundance before seeing it. Whoever desires love needs to vibrate love before finding it. And it's precisely here that the mystery deepens, because there's a hidden code, an energetic bridge between thinking and manifesting that can align all your internal states and make the universe respond in perfect harmony. The universe doesn't respond to isolated thought, it responds to vibrational coherence. The quantum code lies in the union of mind, emotion, and action. When these three forces align, the frequency emitted becomes pure, and the field recognizes this signature as a creative command. This is how the invisible begins to organize itself, and the impossible starts to seem natural. Thinking is the beginning, but feeling is the portal. Emotion gives life to intention, and coherent action anchors vibration into matter. It's a sacred triangle. Thought sends the signal, feeling amplifies it, and action confirms it. When these 3 points unite, the universe understands you're not asking, you're choosing, and it always responds to vibrational clarity. This is the true secret behind synchronicities. They emerge as echoes of the frequency you sustain. When there's coherence, everything seems to flow. When there's doubt, the flow stops. That's why those who master the code don't try to control results. They just maintain the right vibration, and the field takes care of the rest. And it's at this point that the deepest transformation happens. When a person stops seeking signs and starts living in a state of constant synchronicity, because when the universe speaks your language, reality itself becomes the answer. There's a point in the journey when the seeker awakens and realizes the universe was never silent. It was just waiting for the frequency to be adjusted. When mind, heart, and action enter harmony, life becomes a continuous conversation with the whole. Coincidences transform into confirmations and delays into redirections. Nothing seems out of place anymore. In this state, synchronicity isn't something that happens. It's something that is. Reality begins to respond instantly, like a mirror reflecting every vibration emitted. It's the point where human and divine meet and where creation stops being effort and becomes flow. The manifester finally understands they don't need to chase because they're already aligned with everything they seek, and that's when true abundance arises, not just material, but spiritual. The feeling of being at the right time, in the right place, living the right purpose. Every thought is a seed, every emotion is a ray of light that fertilizes that seed, and the universe is the fertile soil that responds to everything. But the most beautiful part of this discovery is realizing the field was always listening, always responding. It was just waiting for you to speak the same language, the language of vibration. And when that language is understood, life itself changes tone, and the silence of the universe becomes music. In this moment, something inside you has already changed. Because understanding the quantum link between thoughts and synchronicities is awakening to a new level of consciousness. You've begun to realize that the universe doesn't react by chance. It responds to the coherence of your vibrational energy. And every time you raise your frequency, it reorganizes everything around you to reflect your new state of being. From now on, watch for the signs. They're not random messages, they're mirrors of your vibration. When you see a synchronicity, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What is this energy trying to show me? These simple questions align your mind with the flow of the quantum field, and that's when the universe starts speaking your language. And here's the bonus tip I promised. Before you sleep, feel as if your desire is already real. Don't just visualize, feel it. Let the emotion fill your body, and the field will respond during sleep, sending signs and people the next day. This is the turning point, when thought becomes pure vibration. If this video resonated with you, like it to strengthen this energy, comment what touched your soul the most, and subscribe to keep raising your frequency with us. Turn on notifications, and allow the universe to find you again in the next video. The universe always responds to your vibration, and right now, yours is rising.